Hi friends, in this video I'll show you how to quickly add text to a project in DaVinci Resolve. So I've got a few clips here that I've already ordered in my timeline. They are mountain ranges, drone footage of mountain ranges in Africa and Eurasia. So let's say I want to add a title slide, a title card to the first clip that says Mountains of Africa. So to do so, all I have to do is move on to the FX tab here in the top left. Under toolbox, I can search text. Now you have a few options here. I just like to use text plus because it's the most customizable. Although a few of these are sort of like presets for effects you can use. So for example, this one is rotating 3D text, right? You can set it to rotate. The other ones have sort of a box with an animation, but that's a little too much for me right now. I would prefer something simpler and easier on the eyes. So I'll be sticking with text plus. So here we can type in the inspector tab under video. Make sure you have the text box highlighted, otherwise you won't be able to see this. So custom title, let's say Mountains of Africa. You can also change the font and the style. I'm pretty satisfied with the font, but let's change the style. Let's make it light italic. You can also quickly change some of the other important parameters or properties of the text, like its color. Let's say I want to make it a shade of yellow. Get the classic titling look. Then there are also a few other tabs like layout, transform, and shading. Let's move on to the shading tab. Here we can add and remove shading elements. So we've already got the solid fill. Let's change the name to yellow solid fill. But let's say I want to add an outline. So I move on over here to the next element over, element number 2. Let's make this black outline. Just to keep things organized, we're naming them. Click on the enable and let's change this from red to black. There we go. We can still reposition it too and resize it. So let's go on over to layout. Then let's change the size. Let's make it a little smaller. Yeah, I'd say about that big. It's pretty good. And if you want to move it around in the video, all you have to do is click on this transform button and then you can move it. Let's say I want to move it a little near the bottom. See how that looks? Looks pretty good, but let's add a transition to make it sync up with our background video. Right there we go. I think that's pretty good. Then let's say I wanted to fade out at about here. Mountains of Africa. Okay. Then we have a few other clips to cycle through. Yeah. So that's how to quickly and easily add text in DaVinci Resolve. I hope I was able to help and thanks for watching.